Gary V, you're wrong. Because of you, I'm part of the failure statistics. I started a YouTube channel, and now I'm part of the 90% who fail to become financially successful. I started a podcast, and now I'm part of the 75% who can't get past the first year. And lastly, yes, I am aware I am painfully out of focus for this couple shots right here. The rest of the video, I am in focus. I don't have time to reshoot this. It's still a great video. Please watch it. I started a startup, and now I'm part of the 70% of startups who fail. But Gary, I hustled so faithfully.
I do 78 meetings a day, 15 minutes, because 30-minute meetings are really 15 and 1 hour meetings are really 30.
Maybe not that faithfully. Well, if you resonate with any of that, I definitely feel you. That said, I'm actually not here to hate on Gary Vaynerchuk, and neither should you. I'm looking at you haters. Gary has helped a lot of people to get off their butts and to start consistently producing content for their companies. So that's awesome. But in a lot of his messaging and from the content that I've seen, there can often be a sleep when you're dead kind of attitude that is conveyed.
I do 78 meetings a day, 15 minutes, because 30-minute meetings are really 15 and 1 hour meetings are really 30.
So if you're looking for an escape from burnout and you want to produce content for your company, organization, brand, whatever it is, you found the right video. We're gonna talk about saying goodbye to FOMO in your video strategy. By the way, FOMO, the fear of missing out. We're gonna talk about virality versus conversion. And lastly, something is better than consistency. If you aren't already incorporating the information that I'm gonna share about in your video strategy, this is definitely gonna help you a lot. Go ahead, like and subscribe if you're interested in visual communication. Also, one of the statistics I shared at the beginning are wrong. Go ahead and comment if you can guess or you know which one it is. I'm sure you'll get it right. FOMO, the fear of missing out. If you are letting this very real feeling steer your life, you're headed towards burnout. What do I mean by the fear of missing out? I mean that you're looking at other companies, other people that are just killing it with what they're doing on social media, and you look at your account and
there's nothing here.
But maybe you're like, Isaac, everybody's posting. Yes, yeah, you're correct. Almost everybody is posting something. So I need to do it, right? No, absolutely not. Why are they doing it is what you need to be asking yourself. You're not an awkward teenager who didn't get invited to a party, unless you are. In that case, I'm sorry, it's going to get better, I promise. You are a strong individual who makes powerful decisions that steers the course of your business in a specific direction. When you're considering what it is that your peers are trying to accomplish, think of it this way. Are they trying to create exposure for their company and get new customers? Are they doing something to help old customers feel more entrusted to their brand and bring back repeat business? Or maybe they don't know what they're doing and they are actually headed toward burnout themselves. Whatever the case is, you need to know what it is that you are doing. This will help you effectively manage your time, energy, and money. Then decide if that aligns with the vision of where your company needs to continue. Virality versus conversion. What do I mean by this? Going viral is great for your ego, but it does not necessarily convert to cash in the bank. You can go viral for a lot of things. One example that's really powerful is there was a guy on TikTok that I came across a while ago, and he claimed that he was tracking down a serial killer that a lot of people were very interested in, kind of the true crime community. And then actually this particular serial killer that he was supposedly helping to find had also victimized a lot of people too. So there was a lot of vested interest. Well, this guy put lots of energy in, said that he was barely sleeping at night. He communicated that he was in contact with the police, with detectives, with private investigators, even down to families of the victim. The case got so serious, according to what he was sharing with everybody, that he actually knew the identity of the serial killer. Wow. Well, we were kind of all waiting on the edge of our seats and like, wow, this is amazing. This is so cool. And then the guy did the unthinkable. What is it? He promoted the startup that he happened to work at and then also happened to be on their marketing team for. And I believe he did it twice. You can look this up on TikTok and find the full story. But I think it was within basically almost one night, this guy was canceled across the entire platform. And that was because it essentially came to light that he was using this story to propel the service or company that he was working at. Now, obviously, I literally started this video with saying Gary V is wrong, so I'm a little guilty here.
That would be hypocrisy.
But what you need to realize, you can get popular for a lot of reasons. Just ensure that it actually is going to get you where you want to go, and you're not going to end up alienating your audience and actually damaging the image of whatever it is that you're wanting to share about. My last point is something is better than consistency. You've probably heard it said that something is better than nothing. Absolutely true. I think often a hurdle that people get stuck at is, man, if I start creating this video, I'm gonna need to make it every day, or I'm gonna need to make it every week, or every month, whatever the amount of time is. And that creates a blocker that stops you from doing it. Well, reality, if you create something, it's going to either live on your website, on your Instagram page, on YouTube or something, and that stays there. Of course, consistency is key to growth. Of course, if you're consistently posting, that will be something that is picked up by algorithms and promoted more than if you just make one thing and it just sits there. That said though, that piece that is sitting there is still something that if you have an organization providing a worthwhile thing, then it's going to be a net positive having that there. Versus if there's absolutely nothing on you anywhere out there, you are creating an obstacle that people have to overcome to be able to get the process going of trusting you. I was just recently talking to somebody. They are a business-to-business company and they provide food to restaurants. They primarily get new customers through word of mouth. But here's the thing, if you look them up on the internet, you look at their website, it's a little bit of an older website, and then there's literally no video content anywhere. They don't have access to an Instagram, YouTube. Maybe you're listening to me right now and you're like, Isaac, no, that's really that big of a deal. I can completely agree with you. And obviously if this business that I'm talking about is doing great, then that's amazing. That said though, they are missing out on the opportunity that the second somebody goes to look up their company, they can immediately begin to establish rapport with that potential customer by showing their face, showing what they do, showing why they do what they do better than the other companies, better than their competitors. Again, yes, consistency is great, especially if you're wanting to gain more exposure, but don't let it stop you from doing something. What is the statistic that was incorrect? It's actually the startup rate of failure is not 70%, it's actually 90%. So ultimately 90% of startups will fail. It's a little bit of cold water in your face, but an important statistic to know nonetheless. Take these thoughts and go do something with them. Go record yourself talking about your company, your organization, or you can contact me and maybe we can make an awesome video together. You've got this.